it's an honor and privilege to speak with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Peter. Nice to speak with you.
Nice to speak with you. I find it interesting because it's all storytelling at the end of the day, but you have worked on amazing projects in different kind of genres and everything. You look at something, the family sitcom, the quick pace. Is the preparation different compared to working on a drama or something in the thriller genre, or is it all kind of storytelling and acting for you?
Yes, it's all storytelling and acting, and I, I think it depends a lot on your coworkers, especially with the family situation. And fortunately, I really adored my coworkers, and so yeah, I think it's really fun, this show. I think the cast is great and the writing is funny, and I'm proud to be part of it.
You can answer this specifically with dinner with the parents, but specifically when you read a script and then you kind of go and, film something, in a lot of ways, I kind of look at those as two kind of storytelling acting journeys before filming and then after filming. Does it feel like two separate journeys or is it kind of one big journey with multiple steps for you?
Oh, yeah, multiple steps, because of course, you start you start typically, well, first you read it, right? And then you start to formulate some ideas, hopefully, about who you're going to be and your relationships. And then the first part of it is typically wardrobe,
Yeah.
costumes.
Mhm.
And in the case of Dinner with the Parents, I found out I was going to be part of it last minute, and I was in Paris visiting with my mom, and we hopped on the boat train and went to London, and we started shooting like 2 days later. So the lovely costume designer came to the hotel with hundreds of outfits, and then you sort of, that really helps you find out who you are, who your character is. You start looking at clothes and you start thinking, that doesn't look like what I pictured, or this does, or let's find such and such. And that's a big part of my process of
Yeah.
getting ready for who I am. And then of course you're in a trailer and you meet the crew and you're on a set, and that's a big other development, and makeup and hair, and it's all, yeah, little pieces. And then you get out there and hopefully play a little bit, have a little fun with your coworkers.
Absolutely. I did want to ask a question specifically because, you've worked on so many genres. You've worked in the horror movie genre, and that's like one of my
Yeah.
favorite genre.
Oh,
And
is
this,
it?
yeah, and this genre is just kind of getting bigger and bigger, and it's like one of the most
Is
successful
it?
genres these days. I'm
Yeah,
just
I agree.
curious, what's it like kind of looking at the success of that genre and all the kind of different ways to scare people, considering you've worked on some kind of a really amazing kind of projects in that genre. Like, what do you think about that genre specifically?
I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I'm too scared to watch a movie. And I'm not kidding, even though I've been in some really scary movies. I'm not,
How
I'm
did you film When a Stranger Calls? That's like the scariest thing.
because, keep in mind, of
Yeah.
course, and it is very scary,
Yeah.
but keep in mind that you're on a set
Yes.
with a camera like 4 feet away from you,
Mhm.
and 20 crew people trying
Yes.
to be quiet and stay out of your eye line, they call it. It's not, it's hard to be scared with that much collaboration, all those people and all the cameras and the sound and the.
Yeah, it's true. But even like then, even though it's the effects, like the phone call you're having, that's still someone reading you the lines or anything. And I just feel like the dialogue is just like really scary. But you're in the zone in a lot of ways too
You're in the
when you're
zone.
acting. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, you have to be able to tap into your own fear
yeah,
when you're making it, definitely, or it'll just be stupid. Uh,
yeah,
so you do have to tap into that, but you're not alone.
yeah. No, no, for sure.
That's a
And
big.
no, I find that is the cool. That is so interesting to me, Carol. That people like yourself been in some of the scariest horror movies I've ever seen, and like as the actor in it, like don't like horror movies. I feel like that's the most interesting thing.
Not for me. I mean, it's not that I don't admire what they do and how well it's done,
Yeah.
the creativity and the artistry of it. It's just that I am so easily frightened that I just can't take it.
No, absolutely. I'm curious, how separate are past kind of journeys and projects? All these characters are different, and all these kind of stories are different that you've been part of. But do you ever kind of take elements from, projects like, Scrooge, Seinfeld, like those things, and do they come with you for dinner
Of
with the
course,
parents, or yeah,
everything comes with you. Just like your whole life comes with you. So all these projects are in there, percolating around. And if there's something I can steal from something I did in the past that's going to help with what I'm doing in the present, I go for it.
yeah, no,
And,
absolutely.
and also, I've been, each thing you do gives you more training.
Yeah.
Um, just by being on that set, and it just you learn more and more, just like in life you learn every day and it comes with you.
Hmm. No, absolutely. And last question quickly, the pace and the quickness of Dinner with the Parents, one of my favorite things. I just love the fast jokes, and I think that's a credit
Oh,
to the
good.
writers and everything.
Yeah.
Reading it in the script, do you kind of picture it then when you film it, or is it kind of different, kind of from script to screen? Like, what's that kind of like for you with this
Yeah, I
show,
think it's
reading it and then
different.
filming it?
I think it's different because, as you say, the pace of it
Yeah.
is made a lot in the editing room,
Yes.
the cutting, etc. So, I mean, the director Tristram was just fantastic. He did always keep a certain levity and pace on set, but then it's also created in the cutting. So that's a surprise for those of us who filmed it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I can't wait for people to check it out on Freevee. It's great. I had a lot of fun watching it. It was a lot of laughs. It's very real too.
I,
It's
I think
real.
it is.
Yeah, it's very
I think we
authentic.
made a real family that people can relate to, albeit there's a bit of exaggeration, perhaps in the for the sake of comedy. But I think we do make a real relatable family,
Yeah,
and
that are
I'm glad you felt that.
yeah, absolutely. Again, it was an honor and privilege to speak with you, Carol. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Be well.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.